toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to... And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will get first crack at it today. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Paul.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So Florida State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the gift to the back. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Here comes the heat. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and throws out the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. He wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Surging forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive it.
Into the can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the screen. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete. At the 45 on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working on the right. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northern Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the bootleg, looking to fire.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To throw, it's Sperry. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Noles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Noles are in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. Looking for the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Staley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bryant. Looking to take a shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. They rip picked off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the back. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, they go right back to it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to the tailback. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Berry. Throwing right. Found the spot in the defense. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The offense changing the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They go to the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Secures it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. back to throw. It's Sperry. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They want to run it left here. Nice move to keep running. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Past the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Berry. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense in the hurry up. Back to pass. Soft spot in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on first and goal. Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets him to the back. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Bryant. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Clemson will send the punt team out. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Hand off from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Trying to find the end zone. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida State. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Northern Illinois. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down, they'll go to the air.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll pull it on the read. Find some fresh air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Noles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wideout. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play-action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Oh, he found a space on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Dumps it off in the flats. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Seminoles. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on you.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He's up to 81 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Off play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 3rd down. Red zone play. Ground alive. Off the play fake. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Snagged out of the air.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
Looking for a huge play. And he's thrown another interception. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And, David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.